Welcome to True Confessions of Past Life Regressions. My name is Stephanie Green, and I am a professional past life regression and quantum healing hypnotherapist. I spend my days guiding people on healing adventures through their past lives. And of course, because we are uncovering people's trauma, we oftentimes come across very interesting and compelling stories. Not all stories are scary or heartbreaking. Sometimes people's higher selves choose to show them a happy life, just to show them what they're capable of with a different mindset. Whatever the reason may be, we always let the higher self decide which past life they are going to take us to. Even though all of these stories are used with clients' permission, their identity will always remain protected. Please understand that since we are digging into people's traumas, oftentimes there will be graphic and vivid details of violence or other uncomfortable situations. Please be advised if you are concerned about these becoming a trigger for you. And now, please enjoy episode 3 of True Confessions of Past Life Regressions. This first past life regression I'm sharing with you today comes from a client who I had already had a previous session with. During this session, we had inquired about specific symbols that she was drawn to, and her higher self told her that she was drawn to it because of a past life she had had in Baltimore. During this second session, she had jumped from the first past life into a different past life where she heard people fighting outside. So we put it on the back burner, finished the first past life regression, and then jumped into this one. Enjoy. Tell me, what do you see? What is happening around you?
You're fighting noise outside, like a battle. I can hear flutes and drums
Mm,
and marching.
I see.
I can hear
And
the men marching.
are you able to see them?
Yes,
What do they look like?
they're wearing red, red jackets.
Okay.
Red, lots of red.
Okay. And do you know who these men are?
They're soldiers.
Mm. Do you know where these soldiers are from?
England.
And are you in England right now?
No,
Where are you at?
the New World.
Okay.
I'm just watching them walk. It's dark in the house. I can see them, but they can't see me.
You said they're marching and playing music. Is anyone fighting or are they just marching?
They're not fighting, but there is fighting.
If you look at your body, can you describe to me what you look like?
I'm younger, but not too young, maybe early 20-ish. The dress is white with flowers embroidered on it. It's poofy. I can see a bay in the distance and hear the fighting. I'm scared of the fighting and the noise.
And are you alone watching these men march, or is there anyone around you?
There are children in the house.
Are they your
And
children?
no, siblings, kids, children.
Mm, mm,
I'm watching them.
I see. Can you describe to me what your home looks like?
Small house with a porch on a dirt street. Normal family home. Candlelight. Simple home.
Okay. And who all lives here at this home with you?
Myself, parents, siblings, and their families.
Okay.
There's quite a few of us.
Mm. Do you have your own bedroom?
No,
What does it look like where you sleep?
say bed, just a plain bed. More than one person sleeps in it.
I see. Thank you. So now we are going to move forward to your job or occupation or what you spend most of your time doing in this lifetime. Tell me, what do you see?
Ovens. I can feel the heat from them.
Are you putting something in the oven?
Bread. My family, we bake.
And do you guys have a store that you sell the bread at?
Yes,
What kind of bread?
we just make bread and
Mhm.
pastries, or we just bake.
Your family has a bakery?
Yes,
And is the town you live in very big?
it's a city near a bay on a coast.
And have you always lived here in this city, or did you recently move there?
No, a few generations have lived here. We've been here a while. Parents,
Mm,
grandparents have lived
okay,
here.
I see. Thank you. Okay, we are now going to move to the most important day in the lifetime that we are viewing. Tell me, what is happening? What do you see around you?
It's my last day.
Okay, and what do you see?
I see blood. I was shot.
Mm, do you know who shot you?
It was an accident. Mm, It wasn't supposed to happen. Like, it was unexpected.
And who accidentally shot you?
It came from outside.
Mm,
Don't know who shot me.
so it was like a stray bullet of some sort?
Yes.
How old are you when this happens?
Mm, a little older than I was before.
So you die in your early adulthood in this
Yeah.
lifetime.
Yes.
Was there any trauma that your soul endured from this death?
Yes and no.
Is there any trauma from this lifetime that you still carry in your life today?
No.
Okay, thank you. Why did you choose that lifetime?
Baltimore.
Oh, that was the Baltimore lifetime.
Yes.
I see. Okay. Is there any connection between that lifetime and her current lifetime?
Familial bloodline.
Is that the same bloodline that she's currently living in this lifetime?
Yes.
Oh, I see. And how many generations back in her bloodline is that lifetime?
Many.
I see. Does she often reincarnate in the same bloodlines?
Sometimes.
Mm,
Sometimes not.
I see. How many incarnations has she had in her current bloodline from this lifetime?
A few. I'm
Okay.
not sure how many.
But more than just that one in Baltimore?
Yes.
Okay. In England or any time around the Tudor period or the War of the Roses?
Yes. But I don't want to talk about that.
Is there a reason that you don't want to talk about that?
It's
She's
not
very
important.
curious. Mm.
It's not important.
Was there a lot of trauma in that lifetime?
Yes.
She oftentimes wonders about this time period and feels very connected to the War of the Roses and things like that, and was just looking to understand why why she keeps asking about it.
It's a sad time.
Does she still carry any of the trauma from that lifetime today?
Maybe.
Is it
Not
something?
sure if she would
Mm,
recognize it as that.
mm. How would she recognize it?
Curiosity, maybe, instead of trauma.
So that might be why she's so drawn to that time period, is because of what she endured during that time period.
Yes. But she
Okay.
doesn't need to know about that lifetime.
All right. Thank you. As you can see, the client regressed to an incarnation that she had during the American Revolutionary War around the time of the Battle of Baltimore. This made perfect sense to her because she had always felt a connection to the Revolutionary War. This next story I'm sharing with you is an example of a time when the higher self decided it would be more beneficial to take the client to a happy past life. Her higher self decided to take her to the past life where she felt that she was the happiest And also, this past life illustrated her connection that she feels to homeopathic and herbal medicines and helping people in the medical field. Tell me, what do you see or feel in this new space?
I just feel, um, wait, I feel like you brought me to um, like a beautiful meadow,
Okay.
um, with like a willow tree, and uh, the grass is bright green, and there's colors, flowers, like how you said. I would see the colors so
Mm-hmm.
clear.
Beautiful. And are you able to look at yourself? Do you see your hands?
It's hard. I'm in like a white dress.
Does it feel like you?
I think my hands look a little older, maybe.
How about your hair? What does that look like?
It's kind of short, um, a little past my shoulders, and it's brown,
And can you describe the white dress to me? What style is it?
kind of a little older, fashion, white, with a little bit of lace.
Beautiful. And how about your feet? Do you have anything on them?
No,
And what are you doing in this field?
I'm just standing there, soaking up the sun, feeling the sun.
Perfect. And how does it feel to you?
It feels peaceful, good.
One, two, three. You are now standing out in front of your home and looking in. Tell me, what do you see?
It's kind of older white little house. It's got a porch, a little white porch, and the roof goes up like a point.
Right? And do you see the front door?
Yes.
Can we go inside the house and see what we see along the way as we go in?
Okay.
Just describe to me what you see as you go inside your house.
There's like a set of stairs to the right. When you go in the door, they go up. And then there's a living room. And it looks a little older. It's not quite too clear. Some wooden furniture.
How about, do you have a bedroom that you sleep in?
Um, I think there's a bedroom with like a old white antique metal bed frame and a flower bedspread.
One, two, three. You are now sitting at the table and eating a typical meal that you would eat in this lifetime. Tell me, what's on the plate in front of you? What do you see?
Well, there's like a chicken or turkey and um, like a homemade biscuit.
And is anyone else sitting at the table with you?
Um, yes, I think there's a man there, but I'm not sure who he is.
One, two, three. You are now standing at your job or occupation. Tell me, what do you see? What's happening around you?
I think I make medicine out of
Mm,
like herbs and flowers. I think
beautiful.
I think I'm like a type of nurse or something.
Okay. And do you do this at your home or do you have like a place that you go to do this?
I think it's at my home
Okay.
because there's like lots of it's like a big area kind of
Mm.
helped bring me to big meadowy type place.
Oh. Oh, so you're like collecting your supplies in the meadow for to make your medicine?
Yeah,
Oh, cool. Do you enjoy making medicine?
I do.
One, two, three. You are now present at a most important day in the lifetime that we are viewing. Tell me, what do you see? What is happening around you?
I want to say there's a wedding. I think it's my wedding.
Mm.
Everybody's out in the meadow.
And what do you see? Can you describe just what it looks like out there?
There's some like a few tables and chairs and some flowers.
And how does it feel on this day?
It feels good. Feels exciting. I'm
Beautiful.
happy.
1, 2, 3. You are now present at a different important day in the lifetime that we are viewing. Tell me, what do you see?
I think we're fishing.
Who are you with?
Me and the man, he's dressed differently, and we're like kind of fishing off a little bridge.
And do you enjoy fishing?
Yes,
Is this just a fun day, or does something specific happen on this day?
I think it's just a fun day.
1, 2, 3. You are now present on the last day in the lifetime that we are viewing. Tell me, what do you see? What is happening around you?
I'm old and in my bed, and there's people around me.
And does it feel like you are sick, or are you just,
I think it's old age and maybe something that's contributing to it also.
do you feel any pain or anything?
Uh, no, just kind of tired, old, maybe some pain.
I want you to follow the soul as it leaves this body and describe to me what you see or feel. Do you see or feel the soul leaving the body?
I feel like I kind of felt it lift up like a ball of air lift up out of my abdomen, kind of.
Okay, perfect. As you leave the body and as you enter into the spirit realm, how does the soul feel?
It feels okay.
Do you have any problems or concerns from that lifetime still with you
I
as
don't
you're
think so.
and are you able to look back at the lifetime that you just came from?
Yes.
What was the mission in that lifetime for you?
I think it was the medicine, making the medicine, and yeah, to help people that way and to just be happy.
Was there any trauma from that lifetime that you endured and carried with you?
Not that I can recall.
So it sounds like it was a pretty happy and peaceful life.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you feel how that life may connect with your current lifetime?
Yes. In the sense, well, I've always been in the medical field, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of reminds me of that a little bit. Um,
Mm-hmm. Shows your connection to the medical.
yeah,
Okay.
home remedy type things.
Yeah, that makes sense. Perfect. Now I know the higher self could have brought forward many different lifetimes for her to see today. You chose the life where she was a natural medicine woman. Why did you choose that lifetime?
I think that's when she was the happiest.
So you chose that lifetime to show her, to remind her of a happy lifetime.
Yes,
What does that have to do with the lifetime she's living now?
she needs to be happy and find her purpose.
What is her purpose in this current lifetime?
I think it is helping people.
So that's another similarity that that's part of what her purpose is in this lifetime was similar to her purpose in that lifetime with helping people.
Yes, yes. I think she needs to go back to being a CNA.
That's more aligned with her purpose in this life.
I think so.
Okay. Thank you. As you heard, sometimes the higher self will give very specific advice to the client to help get them on a path that is more aligned with their purpose. I have a little something different for you for this next story. It might stretch your brain a little bit. Many people know that we have past incarnations as humans and maybe even other species of aliens. But did you know that we actually also have past incarnations as elements? plants, animals, all kinds of things. I have had a variety of clients regress to things such as stars, water vapors, clouds, things like that. I love this past life regression because it shows that every single life has meaning and purpose and a lesson, even if it's a simple life, even if it's a life as a cloud. Tell me, what do you see around you?
Clouds.
Clouds. Okay. Do you see anything else around or just clouds?
Just clouds.
And if you look at your body, do you have hands?
Yes.
And what do your hands look like?
Soft.
Do they look like the clouds or do they look like human hands or something else?
The clouds.
Oh, so are you a cloud?
Yes.
Beautiful. And can you feel what planet you are a cloud on?
No.
Okay, it's okay. Thank you. So let's move forward in this lifetime to an important day in your lifetime as a cloud. 1, 2, 3. You are now at an important day in the lifetime we are viewing. Tell me, what do you see or feel around you?
People.
Okay. And what do these people look like? Do they look like humans?
Kids.
What was that?
Kids.
Oh, kids. And are you in the sky above the kids?
Yes.
Beautiful. And can you feel what planet you are on now? Are you on Earth?
Yes.
Beautiful. And how does it feel to be a cloud over the kids?
Comforting.
Beautiful. Thank you. Okay. So now that we've seen a little bit about this life, we are going to move to your last day in this lifetime. 1, 2, 3. We are at the last day of your lifetime as a cloud. Tell me, what do you see or feel?
The sun.
Oh, the sun.
Hot. Heat.
Oh. So does that mean you're evaporating?
Melting.
Mm, I see. And is it painful?
No.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so we are going to follow the soul out of this lifetime and into the spirit realm. Follow the soul as it leaves your cloud body into the spirit realm. Tell me, can you feel the difference as you move into the spirit realm?
Yes.
And what does that feel like?
Heavy.
Oh, the spirit realm is heavier than being a cloud.
Yes.
Oh, and did you take any trauma from that lifetime as a cloud?
Hurt.
Yeah. Okay. Do you still carry any of the hurt or trauma from that lifetime?
Yes.
Okay. And are we able to heal from any of this trauma?
Yes.
Okay. So let's go ahead and heal her from the trauma from that lifetime. And what does that feel like as we heal her with energy from the trauma of that lifetime?
Warmth.
Beautiful. Thank you. On the count of 3, you will be sitting down at a table with your council of elders. 1, 2, 3. You are sitting at a table with your council of elders. Tell me, can you see your council of elders?
Yes.
What do they look like?
People.
Okay. And can they help you look back on these lifetimes and understand the meaning behind them?
Oh, yes. All people.
Okay. Do they tell you what the purpose of your lifetime as a cloud was?
Protection.
Protection. And what were you protecting, or was somebody protecting you?
Protecting me.
Okay. Beautiful. What were you being protected from?
Hurt.
Perfect. Thank you. And what lessons were you supposed to learn in that lifetime?
Protection of kids.
Thank you. I've also heard lifetimes as clouds have lessons such as accumulation or building strength. It's amazing how many lessons you can learn as a cloud. Keeping on track with interesting and different past lives, I'm going to bend your brain in a different direction with this one. If you listen to episode 2, you know that we can have past lives as plants. In episode 2, we visit a past life as a redwood tree. I thought I would bring you a different plant past life this time around, just to give you another idea of what it's like in a lifetime of a plant. Tell me, what do you see? What is happening around you?
Water.
Are you surrounded by water?
I'm underwater.
Perfect. Are you swimming or staying in one spot?
Staying in one spot. Grounded.
And does it feel like you're in the ocean or a lake or a river?
Maybe a lake.
Perfect. Are you able to look at yourself and see what you look like?
Green.
Does it feel like you are a plant of some sort?
Yes.
Okay. Can you describe what you look like other than green?
There's a lot of me.
Mm. Does it feel like you're some sort of like a seaweed or a moss or some like a plant, underwater plant?
The grass kind of, yeah. Because I can move around in the water, but the base
Mm.
of me is connected.
You said you move around in the water.
It's like the top of me can, but the bottom of it.
Mm-hmm. So maybe like plants that kind of come up and sit on the surface to absorb the light, but they're rooted in the bottom of the lake.
Yeah, but I'm under the water. And
Okay.
fish can swim in me.
You said fish can swim in you.
Yeah, and bugs.
And how does it feel to be this plant?
Good.
Do you enjoy having fish live inside of you and providing shelter for them?
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'm not lonely. It tickles.
Oh, they tickle you?
Mm.
All right, perfect. And does anything else stand out to you in this space?
No, I like it.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. We have now moved forward to an important day in the lifetime that we are viewing. Tell me, what do you see? What is happening?
There's the fish, but he got stuck some someone above the water. The fish is going up, but he
Mm.
was here.
Oh, is it like a fisherman, like hooking him?
Yeah,
Um, and how does that make you feel?
sad, upset.
Mhm. Do you feel like you were supposed to protect the fish?
Yeah, he was here.
I see. But the fisherman got him anyway.
Yeah,
I see. And does anything else stand out to you on this day or in this situation?
no, just really sad.
Yeah. Let's visit one more important day in this lifetime that we are viewing. Tell me, what do you see? What's happening?
It's just a snail. He's climbing on me. He's slimy, like stuck on me,
How is he able to climb on you underwater?
just like with the section of his body.
Okay, perfect. 1, 2, 3. You are now present in the last day of the lifetime that we are viewing. Tell me what's going on, what's happening.
Now I'm not stuck in the ground anymore. Still in the water.
Did something or someone pull you out of the ground, or was this a natural process?
I think it was a natural process.
So you're just kind of floating in the water, disconnected from the ground now?
Mm-hmm. And more up on top of the water.
And is this a painful process, or does it feel natural and
Yeah,
not painful?
natural.
So let's follow the soul after that incarnation into the spirit realm. And can you see or feel the soul leaving that incarnation?
Yes.
And what does it feel like?
I tingle again. My body's tingly.
Mm-hmm. So once we're in the spirit realm, I would like to take you to sit down at the table with your council of elders for your life review. Tell me, are you able to see them?
Not super clear, but I know they're there.
Okay. So you can feel their presence.
Yes.
Do they help you understand what was the purpose of that lifetime?
Protect to help others live. Make oxygen and food.
Can they help you understand how that lifetime relates to your current incarnation?
To do the same in this body.
Protect others and try to help others live a better life?
Yeah. And grow, breathe, live of yourself.
Now, I know the higher self could have brought forward many different lifetimes for her to see today. The second lifetime that you brought forward to show her was her lifetime where she was a water grass of some sort in a lake and she was the protector of fish. Why did you choose that lifetime?
Help her let go of possessing. Like everything is a cycle.
Oh, I see.
Cared for the
Yeah.
fish while she needed to, but the fish was not hers.
So she did what she could, but she just had to let go and accept that that was part of the fish's journey.
Yes.
I see. What does that have to do with this current lifetime?
Again, you cannot possess things. Each and everything has its own journey.
And were we able to help her with clearing from the trauma from that lifetime and the sadness that she carried with our healing session?
Yes.
Or do we? Okay, perfect. And how long will it take before she feels fully healed from that trauma?
Now.
Perfect. Thank you. Plant lives are always fascinating to me because I find it interesting to see what area the soul inhabitates. For example, a soul inhabited a single redwood tree, but yet in this case with the lake grass, it wasn't just a single blade of grass, but it was a whole area of grass. I've heard of this phenomenon in other past life regressions. I had a similar situation to a past life with Spanish moss, but I'll save that one for another episode. Moving along, we're going to move back into humanoid type lives, although we're not quite sure what planet this incarnation occurred on. This client had come to me seeking clarity about a certain relationship in her life. Her higher self decided to take us to where it all began. Tell me, what do you see or feel in this new space?
It's all very white,
And how does it feel?
warm,
Does it feel like you are part of this white?
more like I'm walking through mist.
Do you see anything around it, or is
I'm
it
starting
completely?
to see trees, tree trunks.
Can you describe what the trees look like?
They're old trees, tall, rough bark. There's
Okay.
a clearing and I see water.
Are you near the water, or is it far away?
No, I'm coming to the edge of it.
And does it look like a river or a lake or
M-
ocean?
More like a lake.
So if you look down at your hands, what do they look like?
Light, colors, light.
Do they look like human hands?
Oh, yes, but like if I touch things, they light.
Okay. Is there anything in your hands?
A sphere that's
Okay.
light.
And is this a sphere of energy?
It must be because I can make it stop.
How about your feet? What do they look like?
I don't need to walk. I can just float.
Can you describe your body to me?
If I move, I just shoot across like energy. Like
So does it feel like you're a light being of some sort?
I can be in human form, or if I want to be across the lake, I can just shoot across the lake. I don't have to walk.
And you just can do that upon will. All you have to do is think about it.
I'm not in a lot of control. I think about it, but it's new and
Mm.
it's fun,
So
and
does
I'm
it
surprised.
so does it feel like you are young in this body, learning about how to use it,
Yes, yes. And I'm laughing.
enjoying shooting across the lake?
Right, right, right.
In your human form, what does your hair look like?
Long,
Okay.
long, lots of hair.
What color?
Mm, sparkly.
Beautiful. And do you see anyone else around you, or are you alone?
I don't see anyone, but I don't want anyone to see me doing
Mm.
it, what I'm doing.
Do you feel like you need to keep it a secret right now?
I'm learning. I'm learning to do what I'm doing, but when I thought about what I was doing, it got really big really fast, and my teacher would not be happy if they knew I was doing what I'm doing. It's
Okay.
bigger than what she thought, he thought. I don't know.
1, 2, 3. You are now present at your job or occupation or what you spend most of your time doing in this life. Tell me, what do you see or what do you feel happening around you?
I'm a student. I'm being told how to use power, how to access.
Are there other students also learning this with you?
There were, now there's just one.
What do you see around you? Where are you learning this at?
Outside in the yard,
1, 2, 3. You are now standing out in front of your home, looking at the front of your home. Tell me, what do you see around you?
stairs, like a spiral stair. The walls are stones, the stairs are stones.
And do you see a way to get into your home?
I'm at the top looking out over forest and lake and can
Is
see
your
so
home large?
far.
Is it large?
Oh yes, it's like huge castle, like big stone building, and the land I'm looking at is big, goes forever.
Is that your land?
My father's.
Can we go inside the castle and look around?
Yes,
Let's go inside the castle. And as we go inside, describe to me what you see along the way.
I see people, but they don't know that we're there,
Okay.
and we're running and laughing and hiding from them.
And what do the people look like? What kind of clothes are they wearing?
Um, Clothing you would wear that's thinner so that it goes under armor.
And do you see your father anywhere?
No.
Do you have your own room or your own space in this castle?
Yes, yes. Big. It's big. More than one room, or and there was somebody in there cleaning or fussing around or straightening things up. And I'm supposed to be there, but I'm playing instead.
And how old does it feel like you are?
10.
And have you already started to learn how to work with your abilities?
Well, the teacher's trying to teach us, but I already know. But I don't want the teacher to know that I know because I think that that wouldn't be okay.
I see. Okay, perfect. And is it just you and your father, or do you have any other family that lives with you in this castle?
Um, the teacher and my mother are the same person, but he doesn't know that. My father doesn't know that.
I
They go
see.
back and forth.
Oh, so do they change their appearance?
Yes. And
Mm.
I'm not supposed to know.
How did you find out?
I saw it happen. I saw the change.
Is your teacher mother being deceptive?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Mm.
Nobody knows.
And do they have ill intent behind the deception?
I'm not sure yet.
Okay,
Wh- Why else would they keep it a secret?
right. Okay. And do you feel like you have a good relationship with your parents?
My father's distant, fond, but really busy. He's really fond of me, but he's really busy. So
Mhm.
I don't talk much to him. And the mother, when it's a mother, is sick, withdrawn in bed.
And when they change into your teacher, are they still a female or do they change gender as well?
The teacher is, I like, shows itself as a male, older male. It's an illusion.
Do you know what your father's name is?
Randolph. He has many lands that he takes care of, so maybe the king.
One, two, three. You are sitting at your dinner table, getting ready to eat an average dinner from this lifetime. Tell me, what do you see on the table in front of you?
Metal dishes, metal plate, some kind of cooked bird.
And are there other people sitting at the table with you?
I'm in a smaller place. Like I can hear all the adults, but I'm not sitting at the same table and I'm
Mm.
eating alone, but I can hear them laughing and talking and eating and
Are you separate from them because you are a child, or is it
yes,
a different
yes.
reason? Oh, okay.
No, because I'm a child and they're talking and drinking and laughing and
And are you the only child?
seem to be. I looked around, I didn't see anyone else.
One, two, three. You are now standing at the most important day in the lifetime that we are viewing. Tell me, what do you see? What is happening around you?
I don't want to be there and they're
Okay.
dressing me.
And
It's
what are they?
special. It's special and I'm supposed to be grateful and I'm
Mm.
not. I'm frightened.
What are they dressing you for?
Coronation. I don't know why my mother wouldn't be the queen. I don't know why I'm being crowned if she's still alive. And I don't want to be there. I just want to go out and fly around.
So
It's
they are
too much
they're expecting you to take over the role of queen.
somewhere.
Are they marrying you off?
Oh, I hadn't thought of that, but this all looks like that.
Does it feel like you're being sent somewhere else?
Not very far, but everything's going to change.
In what way will it change?
I'm expected to do too many things and I can't play and I don't like it.
Can you feel how old you are on this day?
The same, like 10 or 11 or 12.
So you don't feel quite ready for all that responsibility?
I don't want it. No, I'm not. I don't want it ever.
We'll move forward once you are dressed and see if we can see
Oh,
the
right,
ceremony.
right.
Or just describe to me what's happening around you and what you see.
Hmm. I refuse to go wherever they want me to go, and my father and the teacher come to get me. And I go out and they bring me back, and it doesn't matter what I want, it's going to happen anyway.
Are they trying to make you marry someone?
Yes, but I didn't know that it was okay.
So, do you end up marrying this person?
I think so, but not for long. The teacher kills him.
So, was it sort of a setup for you to marry him and the teacher to kill him to take land or something like that?
I guess. I don't know because I'm young and I don't quite understand all that part.
But did you have a good connection with the husband before he was
Yes,
killed?
yes.
Do you know why the teacher killed the husband?
Too much power. He had too much power. He had land.
1, 2, 3. We are now watching the last day in the lifetime that we are viewing. Tell me, what do you see?
I marry, he dies, and I'm isolated for the rest of my life by the teacher.
How old are you whenever you die?
20, but I've
And
been kept alone. I go for walks, but I'm lonely.
what happens on the last day of your life? How do you die?
Poison. Then it's done.
Can you tell who gave you the poison?
The teacher.
Was there trauma from this death and this lifetime that still follows you into this lifetime today?
Yes.
1, 2, 3. You are now sitting at the table with your council of elders. Tell me, are you able to see them?
Yes.
And how does it feel, or what does it look like?
There's 3, and they want me to go back and fix everything. And I don't want to because I'm old enough now that I don't want to be involved in all that. And it doesn't matter.
What do they want you to go back and fix?
Mm. They want me to go back and not be dead.
Can they help you understand what the purpose of that lifetime was?
It was all about power and title and lands, and I didn't want anything to do with it.
Okay.
So I just checked out, left. Oh, I died.
Did you choose to take the poison on your own, or were you forced to take it?
I think I knew it was poison and I wanted to leave.
So, what lessons were you supposed to learn in that lifetime?
That I could stay and be powerful, and I didn't want to.
So, they wanted you to stay and fight and be powerful.
Yes.
Later on in the session, the higher self explains that this was the first life that resulted in several incarnations of this client trying to conquer this challenge. They commended her because in this lifetime, she finally finished the contract and conquered the challenge. The final story of this episode is graphic and may cause disturbance to some. Please be advised. This final story I am sharing with you today is graphic and heartbreaking, to say the least. I am sharing this with you because I believe that it can serve as a warning to others. I also feel that it can serve as an example of things that we may carry around the trauma from of past lives. I chose to put this story last in the episode so that if people felt sensitive to graphic content, they could end this episode now. What do you see or feel in this space?
When I first came to my point of view, I was looking at myself like I was looking at my arms and what I was wearing. I'm wearing a dress that has flowers on it. And I came through, I had to cut through a lot of dark, cloudy, there was vines and darkness and screaming, and I came through to the other side of it. And it was almost like going through where I blocked it out. I could go through it that time. It was the most surreal. But when I came out, I was in a field of grass, not like an open wild field. It's a manicured field and it's a
Okay.
sunny day. But then I also feel like I'm looking at flowers. There's really not a lot. It's very fragmented still.
Okay. So when you're standing in the field, how old does it feel like you are?
I feel younger.
Like a child or a young adult?
I feel like I'm 12, not quite yet reached puberty.
but I do feel young.
Can you feel what you are doing in this field?
There's something going on with people, but I'm looking at flowers.
Hmm.
Is it a,
Hmm.
there's a carnival or a lot of people congregating and having fun, and I'm off looking at the flowers.
And are you
Like
by yourself looking at the flowers?
at that moment, yes, but I have family nearby me. I keep being drawn to a male figure. My dad is playing with somebody laughing and he keeps looking at me and I'll look at him, but it's almost like he's looking at, watching us. There's
Hmm.
a mother figure, but she's not paying attention to me. She's laughing with her friends, but
Hmm.
everybody's happy. And
Okay.
I'm like talking to the flowers. I'm like touching them and talking to them and imagining them talking back to me.
You said you're wearing a dress with flowers on.
Yeah, it's like a white dress, but it has flowers, a flower print to it. Or maybe it's the flowers I'm talking to. I don't see flowers on my dress anymore. I'm just wearing a skirt.
Hmm. Are you wearing any shoes?
Yes, they look like Oxfords, the style.
Hmm.
And my
So,
mom looks like she's wearing red lipstick. I keep being drawn to her. She's so beautiful. She's wearing red lipstick and she keeps cocking her head back, smiling and laughing. And she's
mm,
wearing sunglasses that are very attention grabbing. And she looks like a pinup girl, but not sexualized. It's like she's just very beautiful and she just has this energy around her. I'm being drawn to that. I don't feel like we have much of a connection in this lifetime, the
okay.
one I'm seeing. I know she cares about me, but she's very into her friends. She's
Mhm.
very into her life.
How does that make you feel?
I kind of wish she would talk to me the way she talks to her friends
Hmm.
because I feel like she doesn't want me around. I feel like like I'm cramping her style, so to speak. But I know when she does interact with me, I enjoy it. She's very nice to me when she does. And she doesn't do it out of malice either. She just doesn't know any better. She's just self-absorbed. But she does love the kid. She loves her children and she loves her family and all that, but she just really loves having fun. She doesn't pay attention to me much. I feel like I get into accidents a little bit. I feel like there's things that happen to me that wouldn't have happened to me if she would be paying attention to me. Like my father gets really irritable with her about it. He doesn't like it. He's always like, "Will you pay attention? What are you doing?"
And that's why he's kind of keeping an eye on you.
Yeah, he's playing with my brother or a boy. I don't know that he's my brother. Maybe he's somebody else's kid. But he's playing with somebody, but he keeps watching me because he knows she's not.
Right. Is there anything else in this particular day or in this situation that stands out to you?
No, I'm just seeing who my parents were.
So let's move forward and see what your home looks like in this incarnation. What do you see?
I first saw a white house, but then I saw a pink. So it's a cute house. It's small, it's modest, but it's everything that nobody really trying to have it all kind of thing. It's a modest life for my parents. My dad's really happy and he's very kind. I can see him in the house and he's like smiling. He enjoys his life in the house.
Go
The
ahead.
decor is like bright, it's happy, it's colorful. My mom is a very bright, happy person, and she really brings that vibe to the house. She's very eclectic. I'm trying to see if there's more children around, but I just see myself. There's somebody else there, but I can't tell if it's a boy or a girl.
Would
A
it be the
girl.
boy from earlier, or you think it might be someone else?
No, because that boy was older than me.
Mm,
That boy was a cousin, I'm being told. He was my cousin. Like
mm,
in that life, my cousin.
mm,
I don't know, because every time try to say that there's a little girl playing it, that she disappears. So I don't know what that means. But yeah, my house is small. It's bright though. There's a lot of windows, there's a lot of light, and there's a lot of color. It's very happy. I feel happy growing up there. The only complaint I have as a child is I just wish my mom would interact with me a little more.
mm, mm.
Because I love her. She's so much fun. And I'm just bored. I just want to be with her and hang out with her. I want to be just like her.
And do you feel like you end up being like her in this lifetime? Do you strive to have her similar qualities?
I feel like I embody things about her.
Does it you have running water and power and all that in this house?
Yes, it's a modern time frame. I just am kind of frustrated with it always being the same as every life that I try to
Mm-hmm.
see into. It's not, it's definitely last century. It's like I feel like I'm in the 60s.
Mm-hmm. Can you feel like where you might be if you think of the city or the town you live in? Does anything come to mind?
Florida, like
Okay.
told Florida.
All right.
It's really
Perfect.
bright and sunshine and yeah.
Okay. So let's move to what your job was or what you spend most of your time doing in this lifetime.
I see myself dressed in clothes like I'm going to a studio to dance. I see ballet. I really enjoy it a lot, moving my body.
Beautiful. And so are
Um,
you like a professional like ballet performer?
no, I was as a teenager. I did it a lot as a teenager. Because what I still feel is I feel my mom's there. I feel like that's how I get her attention. She never misses any of it. She's really
Yeah, she
proud.
approves of the ballet life.
Yeah, because she's a really feminine woman herself, and she was always very supportive of the things I did that made me feminine. I don't know why I keep being pulled to try to figure out siblings. I think I longed for a sibling. I was
Mm,
really lonely and I wanted a sibling, I think, because I just keep like trying to find a sibling in this scene and there's nothing. And so I think it's just my heart longed for companionship or a sibling companion, you know.
hmm So, as an adult, do you still like do you teach ballet or what do you do as an adult for most of your time?
I don't feel anything that I am enjoying. It's not, I feel like I'm not allowed to do what I want to do,
Mm.
but I
Can
can't
you
see.
feel what you want to do?
I do long for the artistic expression. I do miss dance. I see myself imagine like daydreaming dancing and my body moving, but I see there's like tears and I see bruises on my arms and I'm pulling my sleeves down. I kind of feel ashamed. It's why I stopped dancing.
So, at this point, when you start dancing, are you in a relationship with anyone? Are you married or have your own family?
I have somebody in my life. We are yeah, we are married
Are they hurting you? Is this why you have the bruises?
because
Do
he's
they kind
shaped.
of make you stop dancing?
Yeah, because of the interrogation when I do, and because people are starting to notice my color has gone, my skin is bruising more, my eyes have circles. People are noticing a change in me. And so I pull back because I was paranoid of them.
Hmm
In my brain, I'm not being told the truth. So in my brain, I'm feeling like these people are the ones that are trying to hurt me.
hmm Is that like
They're,
a manipulation that your partner is telling you?
yeah, he's made my brain so upside down that I really don't know the truth about anything. And I don't see myself the way I really look. I see a person in the mirror, but it's like a camera's going around this mirror. And it's like I'm shown what I really look like and what I think I look like. And they're
Hmm
two vastly different people. And one of them is small, like really small and little and like skinny and like wasted away. And the other one is just divine and beautiful and colorful and everything. You know, it's like the soul versus what I feel like on the outside. Um, I feel isolated from everything. There's like a whirlwind around me, but it's keeping me from everything. It keeps everything at a distance. Nobody knows how to penetrate it to get to me, and I don't know where and who I can trust.
hmm
And so I'm just kind of aimlessly going along. I can't even really see the person who's responsible for this. I feel like yeah, it's my lover and we are married. We weren't always like that. We had fights here and there, but we did have fun. That's why I married him.
but I can't see much right now. There's something that happened that made everything change
Okay.
and kind of set everything on its course because there's a chain reaction of something. I'm being shown something's being untied and then something falls and it just keeps going and going and going and gaining momentum and mass as it goes. My dad died. He protected me. My partner was afraid of him. My dad didn't like him, but he supported my relationship because I was happy. But he suspected stuff. He saw stuff that he didn't like and he died. Yeah. I want to say he kind of knew he was going to die because there was a feeling I got where he knew that he was going about to leave me and it scared him and because he couldn't protect me anymore. And there wasn't really a whole lot of family that could protect me, but he
Nice.
felt very strongly like I was trapped in something and he was scared for me.
And he was right because after he passed, the abuse started.
Yeah, it started small. I want to say the abuse even surprised my husband. It surprised him what he's capable of. He always had issues with his anger in his life. He abused his little brother, and his little brother doesn't really like him all that much. I mean, they're brothers, but I'm being told that I'll be brought back to him later in the story. There's something about the brother, but I gotta unpack this first. There was alcohol. He came home one day and I can see myself cleaning my kitchen, but right now it's bright and sunny still, but I'm cleaning and he came home and wanted to have sex. And I was like, taken off guard. And I was like, no, I'm busy. And he grabs me and I kind of push him and he's being more forceful about it. And he smacks me and it kind of surprised us both. And I shoved him again and I walked away and I see him grabbing me and throwing me over the table and saying like, I'm your husband. Like he's very like forceful, like like this, I'm allowed to do whatever I want with your body kind of thing. He's very offended that I would even say no because he feels like he's allowed to because he's my husband. I don't feel like he raped me, but I feel like he was very forceful and I was able to push him and get away. I find myself in a bathroom, but
Mm.
he's distracted by something in this situation. There's really nothing after that. I don't see anything after that. But
Mm.
that really was shocking. And I don't come out of the bathroom for hours and hours. I feel like it's nighttime and he's passed out on the bed and I come out of the bathroom and he's snoring. Um, I just get into bed next to him and go to sleep.
Does that feel like it was the first major time that was like started a domino effect?
I feel like he's apologetic and it doesn't happen for a little while. I
Mm.
mean, we have our fights. The fighting is normal, and that's not
Mm-hmm.
scary to me. It's normal. I yell, he yells. But when it happened again, he was drinking. It's always when he's drinking. Because at first, the reason it goes so long in between is because he's not a drunk or an alcoholic. He just gets a little too out of sorts with the boys and comes home and wants his way with his woman. If I would just give it up, then everything would be fine. Why do I have to fight him on it? Just give it
That
up.
that's his perspective.
Yeah, you're just making this harder on yourself. The more, because I'm seeing a calendar and it's dark where there's incidents and it's getting to be more frequent. And I feel like he drinks because he feels shame and guilt, but it's spurring it on even more. So it's like a vicious cycle. He's drinking because he feels bad, but he also just has to work out his own shit with people or his own shit that he has in his head with other people. He doesn't have the courage to in everyday life. I'm so small that he thinks he could just overpower me and it's just an easy target.
All right, so let's visit some key important days in this lifetime to see if we can understand a little bit more of the dynamic here. And tell me what you see.
My daughter, I'm walking with her and she starts walking. She does a little twirl and I'm like, "Oh, she's a dancer." I'm very proud of her.
How old is she?
She's little. She's like two,
Mm.
1 or 2. And she brings a lot of light. I'm very protective of her.
Has the abuse already started at this point?
Yes. The abuse happened without children in the home, is what I know.
Mm.
I don't see children in the home when it starts. I feel like some of the children are products of rape, if not all of them. He's completely unaware. He doesn't realize what he's doing to me because he's blacked out drunk. Sometimes he remembers. There's times he goes after the children and I don't let him. I see a time of me on the floor and I'm sleeping. I'm assuming I got knocked unconscious. There's a lamp that's fallen over
Mm.
and the girls are screaming.
How many children do you have in this situation?
I can see 2 girls. I'm trying to scan for a boy energy and I don't feel anything. I just feel 2 girls.
So let's move to a different important day that will help you gain more understanding about this incarnation we are watching and tell me what you see.
I see myself way before that. It's just things that happened. It's the things that are important to me happened to me before him. It was my dancing and my children, but I don't have any important days with him in my life because my life ended with him.
Mm.
So I don't really have anything to look forward to
Mhm.
or anything like that because everything just kept getting worse. I don't feel like I was alive that long for their life, my children.
Do you want to explore the role of the brother, or do you want to jump to the final day of this lifetime?
Yes, I would, because I was shown he tried to help me. He
Mm.
tried to help me get out. I tried to get out, and my husband found me, and that's when he killed me. But I got
Mm.
away, and he tried to help me. I feel like he didn't survive either. I don't, it was tragic. It was everybody was afraid of him because he was just so violent. I see
Mm.
him punching. Yeah, he just basically, yeah, he murdered his brother for helping and me for running. I don't know what
Mm.
happened to the girls. I see one of them, she grew up and yeah, she grew up and had problems. I don't know what happened to the little one. Yeah, I don't know. I
Were the children present whenever you were killed?
They were in the house, but they were not there. They didn't see it. No, I wasn't in my home. Well, I keep being shown me laying on the floor. There's furniture everywhere. There's a lamp knocked over, and the girls are crying, and he's coming towards them. But that's all I can see. I don't see the brother, and I don't feel like I'm dead. I just feel like asleep.
Okay. So would this possibly just, this sounds like the same scene as earlier, or is this a different
It's the
situation that,
same. Yeah, it's the
Mhm.
same scene as earlier. I don't know why I can't move on from it. There's something in it. I don't know. I feel like there's somebody in the shadows watching. There's eyes in the shadow. That's all I'm
Mm.
being drawn to. I don't know who it is.
Does it feel like an energy or a person?
Feels like a person. They're sitting with their hand resting on their face, like their finger is up by their cheekbone and their thumb is down their chin, and their other fingers are curled over their mouth, like he's sitting observing what's happening.
But you can't feel the connection, who this person might be.
I feel like it's my husband, like an outer body experience.
Mm.
He's observing himself doing it. I don't know why. It's not frightening to him. It's not an off-putting to him. He's not excited either. He's just watching.
Interesting.
It bothers me though, like big time, that he's just observing it. He's not stopping himself. He's not trying to control anything. It's like he's just doing it because he can.
That
But
also kind of gives a little perspective of the apologies and stuff like that, that he's not really apologetic.
yeah, I feel like he's not sorry. On some level, I deserve it. Like if I was a better wife to him, I just feel like he's just so disappointed. Like I could have married this person, but you're the one. Like, okay, I'm not in that scene anymore, but he's in the shadow and he's just looking at me, judging me. That's
Just
how
like in your daily life.
Yeah, that's how he felt about me. He didn't love me. He didn't know me and he didn't know my soul or my divineness. He didn't know any of that. He didn't see it. He was incapable.
Right.
He saw me as somebody who could make him dinner or keep a house for him,
Mhm.
give him children, and give him like feed his desires.
So basically, like something that he owns or like property.
Exactly. He has no inclination that you have to reciprocate.
Right.
He just takes and takes.
Let's go ahead and move to the final day of the lifetime we are viewing to try to understand the full magnitude of how everything ended.
I feel frantic, like I need to get out of there now. Time to go now. We got to go. I'm grabbing whatever I can and shoving it in my purse. Someone's hurrying me. Come on, come on, come on.
Can you
He's in
tell who the
the,
person is?
it's the brother.
Mhm.
He's coming. He's literally coming, like he's in the house. I'm in the room, but I'm trying to get out of it. The brothers are struggling. I can see him pulling me by my hair out of the window onto the ground. Oh, you're trying to leave me? The only place you're going is hell. And he's punching me. I am just being thrown around the room. He basically just beats me to death. He just punches me and throws me, and there's rape too. And he's even punching me because I've lost consciousness. Like it's my fault I lost consciousness.
Because he wants you to be awake and feel the beating.
Yeah, like you can't leave me. This is what happens. But it's like, well, that's what happens when I stay. Um,
Right.
he's bleeding because we hit him. I, that's what makes him so angry. There's this, no, because I see him bleeding, but it's not, I mean, he's bleeding from his brother fighting. But I also feel like when I hit him back is when he really goes to town on me because I don't try to hit him. It's a survival instinct, something inside of me. It's my dad.
Mm.
It's my dad. Boom, hitting him and like through me. And it just makes him more angry.
Mm.
But I feel like there's alcohol involved. I'm trying to back it up and see how the fight started because I see him chasing us like he's coming home and he's because he's in the house as we're trying to leave. I think we left somewhere because the brother told me it's time. There's an urgency that because we were planning it out how I would leave and it's time is what I was told. And so I'm frantically trying to pack everything, or not pack everything, but just get what I can in my purse. And he's like, there's no time, let's go. And he's in the house at that point. I
Did
don't
he
feel like,
find out about the plan for you to leave? Is that why he's rushing home or?
heck, yeah, he thinks I'm sleeping with his brother the whole time. In fact, if I don't give it up to him, then he thinks it's because I'm giving it to his brother. And it's really just his brother just can't see what he's doing to somebody. He's just trying to help because he always kind of had a feeling that his brother would, because he was even that way with his own mother. He was violent with his mother because he saw his dad doing it.
Mm.
But the little brother was more like the mom. He was softer and sweet and had, because the husband, he lacked empathy. He didn't have it. He just doesn't have it. He was born that way and he was born that way on purpose. He has his own contracts in his own life, but yeah, he lacks empathy completely. Said it was beaten out of him by his
By
dad.
his father. Mm.
Yeah. And so his brother kind of always knew that he was going to be a problem. Yeah, I want to say he tried to warn me about marrying him, and I laughed it off like, oh, whatever. Yeah, we fight, but he's not going to hurt me. Okay. I
Hmm.
was very naive because I had a very loving family. I didn't think it was possible for a man to be so evil to a woman.
Right.
I didn't believe it. That was the first life I really got a taste of how violent men can be.
And did you have any romantic ties to the brother, or was it purely just him helping you?
No, I wasn't attracted to him. He wasn't even attractive. No, he was scrawny and
He
he
was just
was
kind,
yeah, he was
kind.
a very kind soul. He wasn't what I was attracted to. My husband was tall, strong, handsome, but then again, a lot of the toxic ones are.
Mhm.
He was your typical toxic bachelor, he was very handsome and had a way with the ladies. he was just like his dad, his dad was the same way. I want to say I never knew his father, but like being shown this, yeah, he was like his father. I'm trying to ask what happened to the girls, and I don't know what happened to them. I don't know where they are in the house when this is going on. I don't know if they heard what's going on. Okay, wait. Okay. They were in the house. They're hiding in a closet, covering their ears. I see a policeman opening the door. Yeah. The older one's crying, and the little one's just sucking her thumb.
How old are they?
The little one's a baby. She's like 1 or 2 still. She's young. The other one, she's probably 6 or 7.
And does the husband have is there any justice done for him taking your life? Does he pay any kind of price for that, or is he caught?
He died. I'm trying to find out. I can't see what he does after, because I feel like he was not caught. That's why he has the karma he has, so that he can pay for it without paying for it that way.
Mm.
So he chose a life to limit himself completely so that he can pay.
So, can you understand why certain things happened in that lifetime? Do you view it differently now that you're able to look back at that lifetime as far as what you were supposed to learn or the role of that lifetime?
The contrast of relationships. I was born into a beautiful family life. My family was good. My parents were in love. My parents loved me and they were good to me. I mean, yes, my mom was, like I said, she was a little self-absorbed, but she was still a good person and she
Mm-hmm.
still loved me and she loved my father and they were very devoted to each other. And I thought I found that, but I wanted to have a life where I didn't have that, where I wanted to learn what it was like to have a partner who didn't support you and a partner who didn't see you and didn't love you the way you needed, because that was an attempt to stand up for myself and find my power.
Mm-hmm.
But it just didn't work out. And I knew that. I knew there was a chance that I would be killed in the process. But I was
Mm-hmm.
okay with that because I wanted to experience the depth of that. It was just for the experience. And trying to let that go has been hard. My soul keeps finding people who are like that because it's my quest to find my power, which I feel like I have. The power is the point, and I found my power this time. And I think yeah, because when I was shown these images of the things that went on in that marriage, in that life, there were moments of my life that lit up in this life. There was
Like you're
moment,
seeing similarities into this current incarnation.
yes, it's like making the same decision, choosing the same kind of person, and working through it again. I don't know, because I've
Mm-hmm.
found boyfriends who would mentally abuse me in much the same way. In fact, I
Mm-hmm.
had one who did, and it broke me. I couldn't paint, I couldn't make music. And in that life, I couldn't dance anymore. It just broke me. And I had a boyfriend do that in this life. But it's just my soul trying to work through that and gain my power back.
Mm-hmm. So, is there anything else from this lifetime that stands out to you as being important?
Those girls, I'm being shown the girls.
Your daughters,
Mm-hmm.
are they present in this incarnation?
Um, no, they're my guides. They're the 2 women. Oh, that's cute. I was wondering who they were.
Mhm.
That's funny because then I saw my guides. There were 2 women, but I didn't focus on them and I didn't know who they were, but that's who they are. They're my
Mhm.
guides right now in this life. They didn't want to incarnate for their own reasons. It has nothing to do with this story.
Mm.
But they watch over and they're helping me with my daughters because I didn't get a chance to raise them in that life. And it really pained our souls. And
Mhm.
because I carry a lot of my husband's rage, it's almost like he beat it into me
Mhm.
and they're helping me to release it. That's not your anger. It's not your stuff that you're holding on to. It's somebody else's. Like you got to let it go
So
because
is that
it's
the root cause of where your anger comes from? Is that lifetime?
some of it. I have lives of war that I need to work through, but
Mm.
that's the main, yes. Like it was because I carry somebody else's generational stuff and I'm perpetuating it in my own line, and it's time to release it. It's really funny. I have two daughters again in this life, and my husband, I'm wondering why that life is so mirrored. It's so funny. But these two, my two daughters, it's symbolic. Like I knew I was having them, and when I had them, something inside of me was set into motion, and it was time to leave my quote abusive marriage. Having two daughters, it was very symbolic, and it was something that sparked my soul to get out and to stand my ground.
This story is an example of an incarnation that caused deep trauma that the client is still healing and processing. This may have happened many incarnations ago, but it takes several incarnations to process the trauma from something so horrific. Thank you for listening to episode 3. I hope you've enjoyed the stories and the lessons that have come along with them. Maybe it opened your mind a little bit about what stories your soul might hold for you. If you are interested in booking your own past life regression session, you can email me at stephaniegreenquantumhealing@gmail.com. I would love to guide you on your healing journey. Feel free to send me a message and we can discuss what you have in mind. If you're enjoying this podcast and are into mind-bending content, check out the Deep End podcast, where I co-host with my friend Stephanie Magdiel. We discuss all kinds of topics, including past life regression, aliens, astrology, space, tarot, conspiracy theories, you name it. The Deep End podcast with Stephanie and Stephanie, now available on all streaming platforms. Thanks for listening. Stay tuned next week for more true confessions of past life regressions. A Diamond Doll production.